Since independence in 1960, Nigeria has remained a sovereign nation with many struggles and woes to contend with. Having a population close to 200 million people, the country now faces huge infrastructure gap and a dwindling economy. Although in the first and second republics during the 70s, the economy saw significant growth, mostly driven by sales of crude oil, which is still the main foreign exchange earner for the country. This was, however, cut short by a coup d'etat and many years of military dictatorship that followed. In 1999, the Third Republic was burned, giving way to yet another civilian rule. 19 years after, it would seem the country's economy is still yet to find a clear direction.
The economy has been bleeding. The economy is suffering. The regulators, the government, CBN, they are trying their best. Tax authorities are also trying their best to see that the economy is still moving. But I will tell you categorically, there is a lure in this economy. Things are not moving. Investors are not coming to the country again. Manufacturers find it difficult to produce. There is power problem.
If anybody or any institution or agency wants to destroy your economy, it doesn't have to carry guns and fight you. That is old-fashioned. They work on the basis of destroying the quality of your currency, because the moment you destroy the quality of that currency, you find that everything would go haywire. For example, in the 70s, you could take the naira to London and spend naira.
Successive administrations have come up with different economic policies to revamp the economy with little or no significant impact. More worrisome is that at 58, Nigeria still struggles to meet its own daily consumption of petroleum products, owing to poorly maintained local refineries, while the debt overhang of the 90s has resurfaced. The government has continued to engage the citizens with promises of a better economy without a productive end. While some experts have argued that the country lacks visionary leaders, others pinpoint corruption and lack of political will as the bane for the deteriorating economy.
I think there's a lot more we can achieve as a country. I don't think we've achieved a lot, our full potential. We've had very bad leaders from the 60s all the way to now, and a lot of the leaders we have today are same guys that have been, in corridors of power since the 60s. So this has basically been the bane of development in this country.
Since the return to civil rule in 1999, many have expected to see the country get on the path of prosperity, but the economy has continued to grow at a slow pace. Recent data from the Central Bank of Nigeria shows that Nigeria risks slipping back into recession for the second time for 2 years if nothing is done to boost the economy. In the first and second quarter of 2018, the country's GDP declined to 1.95 and 1.5% respectively, fueling fears that all is not well with the country. Some cross-section of Nigerians bear their minds on the state of economy at 58.
One of the reasons why businesses in overseas, they do better than the business in Nigeria is as a result of our financial institutions. Like Nigeria commercial banks, they are one of the problems we are having, because if you check the interest rate, the percentage which they give to the investors, the business men in Nigeria, is to me, is exorbitant.
The challenge that most business owners or entrepreneurs are going through in Nigeria is because we lack adequate infrastructure. So if the government can provide, basically, I tell you, if the government can just fix the electricity problem in Nigeria, most businesses would grow in Nigeria.
Nigeria is a country blessed with vast human and mineral resources. Yet about 70% of the population live below the poverty line, as the country's per capita income declines from $2,763 in 2015 to $1,994 in 2018. Analysts have asked government to do more in developing the telecoms, agri, maritime, oil and gas and financial sector, as these sectors are major drivers of the country's economy. Although the economic challenges facing the country are enormous, they are, however, surmountable if the people and government would be diligently committed to finding solutions to these seemingly unending challenges for the nation to move forward. Frank Omalapeh, Captain Business, Lagos.